We'll start with Mark Larson.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on getting in. You've obviously been to a lot of these. As a parent, you love all your kids the same, but considering everything you've been through this season to get to this point and make the tournament, does it mean anything extra special?
Yeah, I think so. I think it does. I mean, we were in a tough position. We put ourselves in a tough position early in the year. You know, with some of the pauses hurt our development a little bit. And really, you know, Boeheim going out early, and then the pauses really hurt our shooting. I thought we really struggled shooting, which we thought would be a strong point for us. And the grit and determination of these guys to win the Bryant game and to come back against Buffalo, without that, in Northeastern, really, without those games, you know, we wouldn't be in the we wouldn't even be, you know, we'd be already planning for next year. I mean, those games were in doubt, serious doubt. And the way these guys came together and finished those games was amazing. And then after we lost to Pittsburgh, the 2 games with Pittsburgh, it was a low light. I mean, low part of the season. There was every reason for the negativity to come out. Nobody thought we were going to be anywhere, and maybe not even make it the NIT at that stage. So given that backdrop of that, where we were then, I thought we started to turn around a little bit with the Miami game. Virginia Tech game was one of our best games. And then, you know, we still had a couple slips after that where we, you know, ran into some, you know, obviously at Virginia and Clemson, North Carolina, those places are tough to win. But it all came down to the last part of the season. We had to beat Carolina, a team we've only beaten once, I think, out of 10, something like that. And they were playing pretty well at the time. So that was a huge win. And then to beat Clemson, then go back down the ACC tournament, place, not just win against NC State, but to play so well. They won 5 in a row to dominate them the way we did. I'm sure the committee kind of watches. They're there and they're kind of watching that game. They're starting their deliberations. So I thought that was a big positive. And then the way we played against Virginia, watching the Virginia tape, I was really unbelievably pleased with our offense in that game against that team. Our defense, I thought we did some of the worst things defensively all year. And they were just little things, but they were little things that cost us the game. 5 or 6 things that we usually don't do. And so, you know, I think we're in a good place. I think Jesse's improvement has really helped. I think he's shown signs, even in practice lately, of being better. I think that Robert's play has been promising. I think obviously Allen is coming off his worst game, and you know he knows that he had a good practice today. I think Joe's playing much better. Kadaria's hurt a little bit, but he will be able to play. He'll be able to practice this week. He's got some tendonitis, that's all. So I think certainly by Friday, you know, we should be at full strength. We've got a real tough draw. I've seen San Diego State play a couple times. They're a really good shooting team. They shoot it well from 3. They're really good. They're, you know, if they were in a major conference, they'd win a lot of games and they'd probably be a higher seed. So it's a real tough challenge for us. But from where we were, happy to have the challenge ahead of us. Very happy.
Next question from Mario Sacco.
Coach, kind of a token question, but you've been coaching for 45 years now on Selection Sunday. Does it put a smile on your face, obviously, when you see your name pop up on the screen? Does nerves still kick in a little bit for you?
Well, I wasn't as worried as a couple of times we've been on the bubble. We seem to be getting indications. When Joe Lunardi puts us up there, we must be okay because he never does. But I was felt a little bit better. But then as it went on and Georgia Tech was at 10, I was a little worried. Yeah, I mean, I was worried.
Thanks,
You're
Coach.
not in it, you can't win any games.
Next question from Tommy Sladek.
Coach, what's your expectations for Marek's practice ability as we go on here this week?
Marek can do everything except use his left hand.
Our next question from Anthony DeBundo.
You mentioned that you had seen San Diego State a couple of times. What other impressions did you get from the Aztecs, and you know, how hard is it to turn around and prepare for them in a short period of time?
Well, both teams have enough time to prepare for the game, but you know, they're big, they're very athletic, they shoot very well. They're one of the tougher teams you could draw in the tournament. There's some teams that are big and don't shoot very well or don't defend. They defend at a high level. They shoot it at a high level. They're one of the better shooting teams that we've seen this year as a team. They have a guy shooting in the high 40s. They shoot 37% as a team from the three. So I don't think you could get a harder matchup, but we're happy to be playing.
We have time for 2 more questions. The first is from Stephen Bailey.
Hey, Jim, I was going to ask a similar question, but I guess to expand, have you seen San Diego State going up against much zone this year? And is there anything else about their offense that jumps out to you?
Well, I've only seen it briefly on TV. We'll have tapes for them tomorrow, and we'll get a good look. But they, like I said, they shoot it well. They're big. They're a very good rebounding team. Yeah, so they're good. They're good against anything, against any defense.
And our final question is from Mike Waters.
Jim, I was wondering how much nerves there were last Friday, I guess it was, when the Virginia news came out. And have you guys been able to continue to test negatively since?
Yeah, we're fine. Everybody's negative, and we had the chips, so none of our players were exposed for more than 48 seconds, something like that. So we knew that we were in a good position as far as that goes.